The transfer market is heating up, and all eyes are on Mateus Fernandes. This young Portuguese sensation has been lighting up the pitch for West Ham United, proving he is a true Champions League-level talent. We are diving deep into the data to show you exactly why he is one of the most exciting midfielders in the Premier League right now.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Big stakes at the Emirates as Arsenal prepares for a massive showdown against Lyon. Head coach Renée Sledgers is facing the media, bracing her squad for the high-intensity challenge of a UEFA Women's Champions League semifinal. It is a tactical battle of styles, and we are breaking down every word from the pre-match conference to see how the Gunners plan to secure a spot in the final. Liverpool is back at Anfield with one goal in mind: securing Champions League qualification. After a gritty win in the Merseyside derby, Arne Slot needs his stars like Mohamed Salah, Florian Wirtz, and Alexander Isak to step up and dominate Crystal Palace. We are analyzing if this squad has finally found its identity, or if the pressure of the top 5 race will catch up to them. Bad news for Arsenal fans, as 2 key stars are ruled out of the crucial clash against Lyon. Steph Catley will be sidelined with a calf injury, while Mead is unavailable due to personal reasons, forcing the team to dig deep to keep their European dreams alive. Make sure you are in the loop on all these stories by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and ringing the bell for all the latest updates. Ever wonder how some players manage to shine even when their team is sinking like a stone? Meet Mateus Fernandes, the West Ham dynamo who's proving he's ready for the Champions League stage, regardless of where the Hammers land in the table come May. If you have been tracking the whispers in the transfer market, you know his name is heating up, and honestly, the data backs the hype. After cutting his teeth at Sporting and a formative stint at Estoril, Fernandes arrived at Southampton, where he was essentially the lone bright spark in a dismal relegation campaign. Fast forward to this season at West Ham, and he's evolved into a primary engine alongside Jarrod Bowen. But what makes him special? Let's break it down. His passing is arguably his strongest asset, maintaining an 88% success rate while playing for a side that sees less than 45% possession is genuinely impressive. He isn't just shuffling the ball side to side, either. He's active in chance creation and is remarkably sharp at transitioning the play after winning the ball back, ranking in the 84th percentile for post-recovery pass accuracy. Now, no player is perfect. While he's a beast at recovering the ball and winning ground duels, his defensive positioning needs a bit of polish, specifically that dribbled past metric, which is a bit high for a player wanting to anchor a top 4 midfield. When you look at his heat map, it's chaotic in the best way possible. He's an all-action engine who finds himself everywhere, pulling strings from the half spaces and launching dangerous, chipped diagonals into the box. This kid has the vision and the engine of an elite creator. Is he destined to be the next big Portuguese export to reach the very top? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep digging into the data that the scouts are using, and remember, while stats tell a story, they don't capture the hunger of a player playing for his future. See you in the next one. Can Arsenal replicate the magic and conquer the European stage once again? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we are diving deep into the mindset of head coach Renée Sledgers as Arsenal women gear up for a massive Champions League semi-final clash against Lyon. The tension is palpable, the stakes are sky-high, and Sledgers is making it clear. While last year was a memorable journey, this is an entirely new chapter. Sledgers didn't shy away from the intensity of facing a team like Lyon, noting their explosive, front-footed style. She candidly admitted that while the history between these two sides is deep, the focus has to be on the here and now. For Arsenal, success isn't about looking in the rearview mirror. It's about that mental resilience they've been sharpening all season. We also got a poignant update on the squad, with confirmation that Steph, Catley, and Mead will be unavailable for this leg. A tough blow, but one that highlights the depth and adaptability this team has been forced to cultivate. One of the most touching moments of the presser, Sledger's getting genuinely emotional reflecting on Stina Blackstenius's growth. It's rare to hear a coach get so personal, talking about their shared history from 14 years ago, and it's a brilliant reminder that at the heart of this high-stakes football, it's the human journey that fuels the performance on the pitch. Sledger's also touched on the club's innovation mentality, stressing that Arsenal is always asking, is this good enough for tomorrow? That's the kind of DNA that turns good clubs into legendary ones. Even with assistant coach Aaron Dantoneau suspended from the bench, Sledger's remains confident in the collective machine she has built, noting that the staff is so well aligned that the processes will hold firm. The question remains, can they silence the skeptics and turn this semifinal into another historic night at the Emirates? What are your predictions for Sunday's showdown? Drop a comment below and let me know if you think Arsenal has the edge this time around. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more coverage as we track the road to the final. Remember, in football, just like in life, the past is just a reference point. It's what you do with the next 90 minutes that writes the history books. Is Liverpool's season finally back on track, or are we just watching a desperate scramble to save face? Welcome back to Anfield, where today's clash against Crystal Palace isn't just another fixture. It's a test of whether that hard-fought Merseyside derby win was a genuine turning point or merely a temporary stay of execution. After a season defined by inconsistency and a lack of clear identity, the pressure is mounting. The goal, nothing less than Champions League qualification. But let's be honest, while the derby win brought relief, it didn't solve the fundamental problems plaguing this squad. We're still seeing a team that relies far too much on moments of individual brilliance rather than cohesive, tactical dominance. The midfield remains a work in progress, and the integration of stars like Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak hasn't quite clicked the way many expected. Today, the onus is on the engine room. Mac Allister and Gravenberch to finally take the reins and control the tempo. If they can't dictate the pace, they are handing the initiative straight to Crystal Palace. And make no mistake, Palace is exactly the kind of opponent that thrives on Liverpool's instability. They don't need the ball to hurt you. They just need one moment of defensive hesitation or a sloppy transition to turn Anfield's expectation into anxiety. This is a game where the psychology of the home crowd matters just as much as the tactics on the grass. If Liverpool doesn't find their rhythm early, the nerves will set in, and suddenly, a must-win game becomes an uphill battle. We are looking at a lineup featuring the usual suspects, Salah, Van Dijk, and a hunger for points that can no longer be ignored. Slot knows that anything less than a victory puts his future and this team's European ambitions in serious jeopardy. It is a defining moment for this squad. Are they going to step up and secure their place among the elite, or will they let the season slip through their fingers? Let me know your score predictions in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of football. Remember, at this level, there are no easy games, only the ones you win and the ones you live to regret. Let's see if Liverpool can get the job done. Big nights in the Champions League are exactly what football is built for, but Arsenal fans might be feeling a little nervous ahead of this weekend's massive semi-final clash against Lyon. The Gunners are set to host the record-holding champions at the Emirates this Sunday, but they'll be walking onto that pitch without two of their most influential stars. Manager Renee Sledgers has officially confirmed that both Steph, Catley, and Mead are sidelined for the first leg. It's a tough blow. Catley is still battling through a lingering calf issue, while Mead has been away from the squad all week for personal reasons. Now, Arsenal heads into this showdown looking to prove that last year's magic wasn't just a flash in the pan. They won the whole thing last season, but Sledgers is quick to remind everyone that the slate is wiped clean. She's viewing this as a completely different chapter, noting that while the personnel and the identities remain strong, the dynamics of the competition have evolved. Facing Lyon in a semi-final rematch is an eerie case of déjà vu, but it's a high-stakes tactical chess match where past glory counts for very little once the whistle blows. Can the Gunners bridge the gap and secure a result without two of their heavy hitters? We'll find out soon enough. If you're loving these updates, make sure to join our WhatsApp channel for all the latest in women's football and hit that follow button on Google News to keep haters calm in your loop. Sometimes, The toughest challenges are the ones that define a season's legacy.